Hello, everyone, and welcome to round 2 front 9 action of the PDGA Champions Cup here in Appling, Georgia. BigBarri commentary, Jeremy Koling, joined by my good friend Paul Ulibarri. Second round of the major.
Oh my gosh, and do we have a barn burner for you?
First off, big sale reminder. Thank you guys for the support yesterday. Our website crashed because you guys were so great, but it's up and running again right now.
It is?
Yep, and 30% off discs, 20% off accessories like apparel, hats, shirts, 50% off never not throwing hoodies. The sale ends at the final round of the Champions Cup.
Visit JomezPro.com. Link is in the description and quit breaking our stuff.
Yeah, seriously, go to our site, but like go there in line, okay? Corey Ellis, he is our co-leader. He is 11 under, 100% Circle 1 putting. No surprise from last season's record-breaking performance of putting inside the circle, 90 plus 93% inside Circle 1.
Casey White, he is cutting the line into first place as well, tied with Corey Ellis.
That's right.
Yeah, get in line, James Conrad, minus 10. Still just a fantastic score. I mean, I think we had 6 double-digit scores yesterday. I mean, that's bonkers. But James Conrad with that low PDGA number, gets the bump up along with Matt Orum, and that's always a fantastic thing for us because 100% Circle 1, 100% Circle what?
Oof.
He didn't miss.
Those are Corey Ellis numbers.
I've
right
never
there.
seen that. That's the first time I've seen that.
Yeah,
Literally.
That's getting it done on the green, folks. Hole 1, par 4, excellent starting hole at any property, but at this major championship, this is a fantastic start. Big drive down the right side if you want to go down the narrow gap, or a backhand turnover will get you to the left side of the fairway. From there, uphill, there's 2 options.
Virginia, Corey Ellis.
2 options from a good drive, either the left side or the right side hyzer.
A lot of people playing the left to right shot because it is a wider fairway off the get-go, but I do believe, this is just my own opinion, that the pure route is the hyzer because you can't just fillet it. No trees in the way all the way there. That gets in between the 2 trees, but as you can see, he did take on those trees with the turnover.
That's right.
The hyzer line does bring in bogey, I feel like, into the picture because if you do hit the 2 initial trees,
it's early.
It's really early. But if you pure it, you can get way up there, and I think he goes through those same 2 trees.
Yeah,
and catches the last one.
Yep. So that's going to be a tough up and down from the left side of the fairway early.
I think that James Conrad is a purist.
Yeah, he's a right side fairway type of guy.
Yep.
He looks at that gap, and that looks wider to him than anyone else in this field.
Through those 2 trees as well, though. Very good, great position.
My name is Matthew Orum. Most people call me Matty-O. I'm from Mobile, Alabama, and I've been playing disc golf since 1999. I probably played before I was in 99 because my dad had a pro shop in the house. He also ran tournaments. He started at the Southern Nationals with another guy named Terry Rester. I remember I probably took a Cyclone off the shelf one time and threw it in the backyard, and I hit the pop-up, and he yelled at me one time, so I was like, I don't want to play no more. Because I was just trying to throw it. He heard it hit one of the boom. He's like, you hit that camper, boy? I want you throwing over freeze. I said, okay. I turned professional at 15. It's kind of a funny story with my dad because the first tournament I played, I cashed, but he paid my entry fee, so we split. He was like, oh, if I pay it, I get half the money. My influence with my dad and me is pretty much everything. It's pretty much 99.9 of me in this game, honestly. He did everything for me. He took me out. He wanted me to be there, and he knew I was having fun. He always asked the people how I did and never got a bad reaction, so he just kept taking me out, and he always supported me. He was always the one that made me most nervous as well when he watched. Ain't nobody make me more nervous than him. He definitely influenced me the whole way on this journey. So when I first got second in the Pro Worlds in 2005, I can definitely tell it's changed a lot because I think all the crowd, whenever we were playing, was friends and family. There was nobody that didn't watch disc golf. You definitely tell it's changed now, though, just because when you pull up into the park, there's signs, you got a park starting to get shuttled, you got people on the course. I don't know almost none of these people, but I love them all. The change is definitely be different. Like I can tell, like in 2013, the tournaments weren't filled, so we basically went off how much we were making to see if we could play the next event. We couldn't afford to fly, so me and him would actually look at the next event, see how far it was away, and we would Amtrak it to tournaments because it was cheaper to last minute Amtrak and train it than to do anything else. So going from that lifestyle just to barely hang on because we love it, and then lately it's gotten a lot better, but it still was a super grind. Like I could not afford a house, barely afford a car. Now with the West Side, I can afford a house here shortly. I'll have a new car here on tour, I guarantee y'all, by July, August, and it's a big change on me. It really is.
That one got me in the feels right there.
Yeah, lovable character, and it's just great to see him last couple of years really bring him back to the top of the game. I mean, you heard him say second place in Worlds in 2005. Is that right?
That is right.
That was a long time ago.
Very long time ago. That one gets a little bit away from him. He's going to have to get out of trouble here. Try to throw the sidearm flex shot. And he does get the sidearm flex shot.
Yeah.
That's way up there. That's a outside circle too, look.
If he got that inside circle too, he'd probably make it. His stats from round one.
I'll put my name in the box for Matteo. If he needs somebody to pay his entry fees and then take halfies on his winnings, I'll be that guy. Not a problem.
You can stay to here, but I've already texted him.
No. James Conrad with a beautiful upshot, pushes to about 28 feet. Corey loves these standstills.
Yeah, this is his favorite type of approach, is he can just lean into it, a little body movement, still get all the throw into it, and look at the accuracy.
Little Anheuser, that's coming out. He's going to have to earn that par.
Yeah, a little nervy maybe on that approach. It's a pretty standard approach shot distance for Casey, so like you said, he's going to have to make a nice one there for the par. James 27 feet away. Just a bit low. So weird how those putts that are dead center but low somehow skip left or right. Guess those nubs get in the way sometimes too. That's a good par save for Casey. Where does hole 1 here land on your starting holes on tour list? Is it? Oh no.
On my list, it's going to land
top quarter, middle quarter.
Let's get back to it. I'll have to think about that one.
Yeah. I think it's a great hole because there's the risk reward option of going big off the tee. And if you don't, you just don't. You have a long approach, and there's so many trees in the way on that approach. I think it's a complex design, but it's simple at the same time.
I'll tell you what, though, hole 2 won't land anywhere on my hole 2s ever in the history of any of mine. I'm just kidding. This is a great hole. Hole 2. Par 3, 390, but this is really one of the more standard shots that you have to throw on the course. 390, hyzer, you're going to see.
This one gives me the fits. This fairway couldn't be any wider, and I don't know if I've ever hit it.
This needs to hurry. If it does, money maker.
Corey won't be missing that one. Beautiful drive.
Kind of a little shaky start for our lead card on that first hole. Major championships will do that to you, though.
Oh, it's got
Yeah, Casey's pulled another backhand now. It's
Come on.
has to make that adjustment soon. This course heavily favors this shot in different iterations of this shot throughout the course.
Little heavy on the hyzer from James. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, that's the miss that you're okay with. If you yank it like Casey did, you hit a tree. But if you go early hyzer, you still make all the way up there usually. If you get through those last grouping of trees on the left side, give yourself a putt.
A little early as well. Let's see if he can catch
Oh.
a break. He cannot. That hits one of the Guardians, and he's going to be outside circle 2 again. Casey had a quick start to last year's season, I remember, and played very well. Kind of fell off towards the end of the season, so it's nice to see him back on the lead card. I just want to see Matteo get inside circle 2 or circle 1.
Yeah, let's put those statistics to the test.
Yeah. Now I'm seeing why he was 100%.
Because he's just laying up. Yeah. Well, all these guys, I'm guaranteeing I can't imagine any of these guys went par in round 1 with 11 under, 11 under, 10 under, 10 under. That's a really hot round, and it requires a hot start. Corey with our first birdie of the round with a park job on hole 2. Help settle his nerves if he was experiencing any of those going into this round. Beautiful day down here in Georgia. I mean, just picture perfect. Just enough warmth that it's not too hot, but it's warm outside, you know? It's just a perfect spring day down here in the southeast. Hole 3, par 4, 726 feet, and it requires a big tee shot to put yourself in position on this shot. On the second shot, the hole goes uphill the entire way. Right here, you can see it breaks off hard to the right, and as you see this drone work its way back to the left, you can see all the trees that you have to miss on your approach to get anywhere up here or look for your birdie.
Looks like Corey's reaching for that buzz. He has the power. He can get this up high and get in a great position, but that looks like it's pulled to me.
A little early, but yeah, early.
I would say that was lucky, but it's not, because he's still going to be super pinched there, and in my opinion, that's going to be tough to get anywhere near circle 2.
There's really that corner area. You see a lot of shots get there in different ways, and it just doesn't really. It's kind of a dead zone. You see Casey again. He got to the same place. A good kick out. That kick out's going to allow him to throw that hyzer second shot, actually. But if he was 15 feet right, I don't think he would really have a shot. This is a nice and wide for James. Good angle, good height. Same spot as Corey Ellis's. That's crazy. He's getting all the claps, and he's about 5 feet away from Corey.
Is this wide enough? Nope.
Oh, so that's going to be... In some ways, it's a relief because the birdie's out of the picture now, so you can just focus on getting into position, and you don't have to stress yourself out with throwing some sort of hero shot.
Which is what he's doing here with a little turnover.
Anyways, right?
Good shot.
Really good shot.
Here's the only one that really is going to have a look, I feel like, at that kind of smooth hyzer shot. Nice, that's good.
Yeah, well done. That'll be no more than 25 feet left for Casey.
I forgot that this guy's 9 feet tall. He's going to be able to... Yeah, and there's a route right there.
Oh. Not much of one. A little out, but yeah, I think he was just playing safe there. James pretty well know for throwing forehands. Going forehand roller?
I don't know.
Yeah. Just
he was.
catching
kidding.
something and turning into more of a tomahawk almost the way that it came back to the ground. So Corey and James are going to be in a bit of trouble.
Look at this Lacy Lou here.
Oh, that's beautiful. What a shot. The gallery has no idea how good that was.
Back to back. He's going to need to knock down a circle 3 there. And like you said, Matteo kind of takes the stress out of it with that shot. Easy to get into position, and that's nice. That's in the circle. He'll make that, I'm guessing.
It's a weird thing to have like a sense of relief when you don't throw a great drive, but when you think of it as like if you're not in those, as you say sometimes, inside a tent, when some people say you're in jail. Well, there's like space between the jail bars. You can get out of jail. You just can't get out of a tent. Casey with a nice birdie. But when you're off the fairway, just get back into position and save your par, and you don't have to stress about getting that birdie, throwing an incredible second shot. James had to fight for that bogey, but he's able to take the 5. Difficult hole. Not many holes at W.R. Jackson are averaging over par, but partly due to the fact that there hasn't been much wind, has been no rain, and 97 out of the 100 players that are playing this event are 1,000 rated. So your scores are going to be pretty altered. Most of these holes in this course would probably be averaging at least 0.1 over par if this was just a traditional field.
Listen, I'm 1,000. I think I'm 1,026. If there was 100 me's playing this, I don't get this. I don't get the statistic, because if there was 100 me's playing this, all these would be over par. All like they would be.
It would be the most sarcastic field of competitors of all time. Casey going inside.
I like it.
I love it. Oh my gosh, he did what you did in the first round. Rips it past the basket.
Imagine if just you and I played this tournament.
Well,
there would be
a lot more wins.
Yeah. There would be a lot
more trees taken down, that's for sure.
over par strokes.
Oh,
that is
fantastic.
Nice.
Great control. I wish I knew how he did it.
How they did it?
Yeah, watching him throw, I don't understand where the spin and the power and the finesse and all of it comes, how it all comes together at this perfect moment of release. But it does, and he's done it for so long that.
If they star frame this hole, I mean, they are the lead card. They should probably all get looks. Oh, goodness.
Wow. That's an incredible grouping. No early trees hit. That says a lot on hole 4.
Couple outside the circle attempts, though.
And we get to see Matteo's putting to the test, and he's still true 100%. Was that his evader he threw off the tee? Because I've heard that he calls that evader Holyfield.
Of course he does.
A nice putt for Casey. I think we are going to have a star frame. I mean, we are tap-ins away. That's incredible. Wow. This hole is so tricky. It gets so many players. Wow, what a star frame for our lead group here. Round 2. That is getting it done. Walk us through hole 5, Paul.
Hardest hole on the course, 432 feet, as straight as a string. That's pretty much it. If you're off at all, you're going left and right way into the woods.
Hyzer flip is like the only way you can really get this disc to stay this straight for this long. Each one of these players is going to go with a high-speed driver and try to release.
I'm guessing, I want to go out on a limb and say that he's going mid-range. Yes, he is. He likes the midi.
Does that say roach? Putter.
Okay.
Okay, but that's not a play for the bird, I don't think. The roach.
No.
No, okay.
If he was going mid-range, I would say yes.
Yes, okay.
Which I'm surprised with that, but he is on the lead card, so I will not question it.
Hard to. Look at Matteo flexing that angle low. Hyzer release the left
He
side.
said grill.
Get that grill. That's going to be hard to beat Connor O'Reilly's drive. There you see those Rectech grills sitting there.
Do you think Connor's drive will be got this week?
No, I hope that nobody beats it. It's the first throw of the field of the week, and he put it 2 feet of less than a foot away. That's poetic. I hope nobody beats it.
This is a great look at how deep that rough is. I mean, it is thick.
Get off the fairway in 5, and you get to prove why this is the hardest hole on the course. And that's one of the reasons why Corey was going with a putter. You just want to stay in the fairway. You don't necessarily need to get all the distance. You don't need the 2 here. You just want to hit this gap and stay somewhere near the middle, because this rough is brutal. And the best case you can do with that drive and that scramble is the bogey. James from, say, 85. A good floaty bid, but coming up just a bit short. This would be a great save. Wow. Fantastic scramble for Corey Ellis. You don't see many drives come out of those deep left woods with pars.
Showing that putter play works. If you could take par on this hole for the rest of your life, would you take it? Kind of a tough question. Matteo, 100% still circle 2 and circle 1. Mind blown.
I'd say by the 14th time in a row, it'd start to drive me crazy. I'd be like, I'd say no. I'll take out of 10 rounds, I'll be 4 over, but I'll take it with the opportunity to get in that one birdie. I don't know, man. I'm a do or die guy. I just die a lot. Way more than I don't.
I think I'd rather take a bogey or a double bogey every time.
Right. Just the idea, just the what is it? The fruit, in front
exactly.
of
Hole 6, par 3, 366. This is going to be the route you're going to see most people take. Almost the whole tournament took this, actually, with only 3 competitors taking the left side, which ended up being par, birdie, bogey. So,
oh, goodness. Good insight.
Had a little chat with the spotter, one of my good friends, Tom.
Your good friend, your former roommate, Tom.
Yeah.
Well done from Matteo, keeping that wide the whole time, but just inside that outer edge of the fairway. That's how you do it.
Ooh, pulled.
Yep. But throwing was so much hyzer, I thought he may have been able to get away with it, but early limb, that spells disaster for Corey early.
This is looking pretty good. Circle 2 look.
James in the past used to go with that backhand and hyzer down the left side. but electing to go hyzer these days.
I like this as well.
Good looking line from Casey, but just a little bit too much speed.
Yeah, a little tickle costs him everything.
That's a good scramble shot from Corey. So, yeah, he's going to have a very good look to go back-to-back saves. You have to be on point with your scramble game out here at WR Jackson.
Give me that.
Oh, wow. Casey from forever. Circle 3 knockdown.
Just a perfect stall, perfect speed.
Oh.
Catches the outside of the chain link just enough. Give me that birdie. My box.
That's like one of those 1 in every 3, maybe 1 out of every 4 tournaments you make something like that.
I'm feeling anxiety
Why's that?
now when Matteo putts from circle 1 or circle 2.
Oh, because you don't want him to ruin.
I'm
the
excited.
percentage.
I've never seen that yet in a tournament. 100% from both. Now I'm curious.
I did it once.
Whether it was
through round 1.
really.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if it was like 1 putts from 1 putt or 2 putt. You know.
Give you some credit. It was like 3.
No, I'm talking about Matteo.
Oh, sure. I want to look at his stats too.
And I don't believe you. So
I didn't even know I did it. I
Cool
remember
story.
Nate came up to me after the round. He's like, dude, 100% from C1 and 2. And I was like, yeah, we had a first-time scorekeeper for UDISC, so he probably just got all stats wrong.
Did correct it.
No, of course not. Hole 7, par 4, 744 feet through a gap that keeps you honest. And then it's pretty open for a while, but you have to hyzer over here in this pine straw. A really great drive sets you up for this approach through the woods, but as you can see, a ton of skinny trees stand in your way if you want to knock down the birdie 3. Matteo keeping that gap super honest. That's a beautiful looking shot, but maybe too much speed.
A little too much speed. He's going to be scrambling. Little too inside? No.
Looked like it at first, but yeah,
flips up.
Played the flip up beautifully. And that's going to land in a really nice spot. That grass is a good indicator of a great angle in.
Yeah, you're going to be able to then throw slight hyzer as well into the green, which is nice instead of the straight shot. Much more difficult. This is a mid-range, so this should be...
Long, of course, naturally.
No, that is not a mid-range. I refuse to believe that. That is a... That's a nuke. Whew. Just kidding. I don't know what that is.
What was that?
That's a fastest disc in the world.
You haven't... we haven't seen many shots get that far down the hill and that center.
That's a new disc created by Discraft that is 39 speed.
39 speed disc.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Just got confirmation that that's just the Z-Force. So
Oh, okay.
made that up. April 4th.
That actually probably came from my garage, that disc right there.
It wasn't that far of a throw. Come on. There's a nice scramble shot from Matteo all the way down to the bottom, and that's going to be fairly easy up and down. Very well done. I like it, as long as it doesn't get Twizzlered. It doesn't.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Very good.
Well done, James.
He's still going to have to earn it. I mean, that's 25 down the hill, up the hill, playing about 30. One of the more difficult you can have, those uphillers. You can't mess up that drive.
That just is so good. And there's plenty of trees that can definitely get in your way, but you just really feel like with the whole this this difficult, you just got to do it justice and throw a good approach.
And look at this.
And that's just another. Our cards on Jomez this week have been just destroying this hole. It looks like it's an easy walk in the park. It is anything but. And good shot from Matt.
Very good.
This putt to get James Conrad under par for the round.
You can see how far up that is. I mean, that's just a great putt right there. Fun story. PDGA championships a while back. The last time I believe there was Soul Major that wasn't the World Championships. Oh no!
No! That's a heartbreaker. Okay, it didn't go too far.
Story, and now I have to commentate on another putt.
Yeah, and it was a fun story too. And now you can't talk about fun stories.
No, because this is a grindy putt. I mean, he's playing well. 1 under.
Okay.
Oh, 2 under. Pardon me. That's a good putt.
Yes, it is.
So, anyways, playing final round. Get to this hole. I have Paul Macbeth by 2. I'm thinking pretty good. And this was pre-Paul Macbeth days. This was when he was little Paulie.
Okay. Yeah.
We get to this hole. I throw a really good shot. I
It's
throw my
safe,
upshot
Maddie.
to the bottom, and I'm like, okay, got par. Gonna beat him for sure. And he throws it in from 350 feet for the 2. It was our last hole because, it was a shotgun start. So it was our last hole. And
Oh, my goodness.
he beat me.
Champion, Katrina World Champion, James Conrad!
Yeah, well, anyways, after that, I stopped calling him Little Paulie. Hole 8, par 4, 645 feet. Dog leg right. That's the theme around here. Dog leg left, dog leg right.
It's Dogwood Park. I mean, it all makes
Dogwood
sense.
legs.
Yeah.
It's a pretty far hole anyways. You want to throw sidearm probably off the tee. There are going to be some turnovers with James Conrad. Corey Ellis is a wild card.
Yeah, you could go either way. He's going to go back in turnover.
I like this play because you can get it high with a good angle and get way up there for an easy upshot.
Way more distance than you can with the forehand. But the problem is keeping it in the fairway because it wants to drift back to the outside edge like this one is right here.
But he's so far that he might have a doable upshot, even though he's a little bit
I would
hemmed up.
wager a bet that he would like to be 40 feet shorter, but in the middle. That's just my guess.
Bet.
I call it. James, is this turning enough? It's starting to pick up some Anheuser, but look at it drifting down.
The difference between Corey and James is
the hair length.
James doesn't have the sidearm like Corey, and so more difficult for James.
We've seen more forehands from James than we have from Corey this round.
Well, and we saw what happened. No offense, but they left a little to be desired there. That one is early, but he'll also have a super tight something into the green, possibly with like superhero shot.
Casey going wide with the forehand, but high and spiking down in the middle.
Maybe.
So, yeah, I feel like Matty O's in a spot, again, kind of like where he was on hole 3, where it's just there is a superhero shot, and it looks like he might be lining it up. He's lining it up.
Yeah, that's a bird. Oh, don't hit that. Yeah, and that's going to...
Oh, so I think, maybe that was a layup shot. So he was taking birdie out of the picture from the get-go, which...
Does somebody want to tell him that he's putting 100% from circle 1 and circle 2. Just get into
Matt, just get to circle 2. What a shot from Casey White, folks.
Let's replay it.
Yeah, that deserves every bit of it. Look at this big flex play. Big open fairway down the right side. That left side starts to get squirrely, but he navigated that fairway perfectly. Let's see what James has from early left side. There is a very skinny fairway down the left side, but
he's going to go wide, and this will get
Yeah.
him to circle 2-ish. Oh, no.
yeah, not quite.
That's circle 3. Let's see if my predictions were good. Come on. No!
Oh boy, that is in danger of striking a cameraman. Corey in big trouble now.
Can I retire before I get fired?
We cannot emphasize this enough. We have tried to tell Paul to stop coming back to the booth so many times. No, I'm only kidding.
I'm unfireable.
You kind of are. You keep showing up.
And Maddie, okay.
James, circle 3. Oh, yes! Again, another one from way downtown. This card is making some huge putts.
This is like very similar to Casey's putt. Catches
oh my
3
gosh.
chains, though.
Yeah, there's maybe one more chain link, like you said. That's beautiful putt.
Man, he's been needing to get that going. I've noticed the last 2 tournaments, Texas States and now this one, that the circle 2, that's a great putt for the par save
That's a
down the
great
hill.
save.
Yes. For James have been a little bit off, so maybe that'll get him going, because I'm used to him just knocking those
Yep.
40-footers down. Like,
There's a reason why we've all memorized what James Conrad looks like when he's galloping.
yeah, Conrad country.
Yeah, it's Conrad country for a reason. Casey White, beautiful approach shot. And he is 3 under on the front 9 and should be 4 under. Kind of a lapse in focus there for just one moment. Otherwise, he'd be just really shredding. I mean, they're all playing pretty well here on the front. Hole 9, par 4, 618 feet. They show you 3 fairways, but there really is just one main gap that these guys are going to try to go, and that's the dead straight option. Try to get across that road and shorten your approach by as much distance as possible, because as you can see, there are a ton of trees that gather up here near the green. The closer you can get, the better. See if that huge putt can put some momentum into James' bones. James's throw and an early tree kick puts him on that left side rough.
A little tennis grunt. Gets him on that back side. Yeah, there's a back door fairway over there that is actually pretty wide. I think he'll have
It's the
something.
best fairway. If you can get over there with distance, I think it's the most open approach to the pin, but it's just hard to get there.
And nobody's trying to get over there.
No. There is an inside, the earliest, if you look at the fairway from the tee box end, if you, the leftmost gap is there for like a lefty turnover or a forehand turnover, but these righty and backhand players can't really navigate that gap the way that it's shaped. Good shot from Matt.
Yeah, it looked like it kind of snugged up against one of those trees. He's going to have to get a little artistic with that one. Ooh, look at this. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
He barely missed that tree. Stand still magician.
Yeah, he really is just really well known for that. For good reason. Somebody could do something a lot and get well known for doing it. But if they stink at it, you don't want to be well known for doing it. He's well known for doing it for the right reasons. He's good at it.
Yeah. Bad memories kind of coming up, or
It's triggering, Paul. I don't want to talk about it.
another nice sidearm from Casey.
Wow.
He's dialed.
Sick. Yeah, he really is, man. Playing some great disc golf right now. Birdies on the front nine are hard to come by, and the fact that you look across that leaderboard there at the bottom, or the scores, we're seeing a lot of green for each player, really, and that's a good sign.
Matteo was kind of hemmed up there and unable, but has a pretty easy upshot to get the easy par. And those are fine out here. If you can get pars, tack on a few birdies here and there like he's doing, you can set yourself up for a good run.
You can get 1 to 2, three bogeys. You can even get 3 bogeys in a round and still shoot really well. But you have to do what these guys are doing. 3, 4, even 5 birdies on the front nine.
Can't wait to see what the hot front nine is.
Yeah, there's going to be some scores today. The weather's
Yeah.
too perfect.
Very
and
curious.
Second round of the major, players are starting to... You get that feel the first round. You kind of get the jitters out of the way, the nerves. Second round is where people really start picking up the hot action.
4 down, though. That's doing work. I'd settle out of court today.
Yeah. Front nine is so tricky. But don't tell these guys. Good scores across the board. Not sure if they're going to be hanging on to the lead, but Casey's got a pretty good bid for it right now. And he is actually trailing Ricky. Wow, incredible round going right now for Ricky Wysocki. It's 6 under on the front. That's absolutely steamrolling. Chris Dickerson as well at 6 under. Some really good front nines. Gavin Babcock at 6 down on the front nine. He's working his way on the leaderboard. So there's some action going on out there on the course. Like we saw that coming.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, best field we've had in a probably
Ever?
Maybe. I mean, USDGC, with
Yeah.
the invitations are nice, but I mean, yeah.
Average field rating. We got to do some stats on that. I want to find out what that is because it's going to be impressive.
Absolutely.
That's it for the front nine of round 2 here at WR Jackson in Abilene, Georgia for the PDGA Champions Cup. Come back for the back nine and we'll be halfway through the tournament when that's over. See you then.